Hi again, everybody, and hello, friends, to Otter Creek Golf Course here at the 2013 Great Lakes Valley Conference Men's Golf Championship, a special match play format today, the second year where the GLVC has decided the champion and the automatic qualifier to the NCAA championships through match play competition, medal match play, where all 5 individuals today going about their 18-hole business and scoring match play points. And on the winning end here, a familiar foe up top the GLVC standings, the UIndy Greyhounds, University of Indianapolis, winning 4-1 today over the Lewis Flyers. And with us today, head coach Brent Nicoson and Mr. number 2, Tobin Dunigan. And I tell you what, Brent, let's first start with you. Congratulations. This is the first win for the Greyhounds since 2009. It's number 14 overall, which is well ahead of the rest of the competition. It was a battle of the heavyweights today in GLVC history. Lewis has 6 GLVC championships to their credit, but now UIndy wins number 14. First and foremost, congratulations to you, and talk a little bit about being GLVC champion.
Well, thank you very much. Obviously, it means a lot to us, especially after last year, playing Northern Kentucky, coming so close in this new format. This format is intense. I think they can feel it. We can certainly feel it. Coaching, obviously, saw me out there pacing around a lot, but very happy for the seniors and for the school to win their 14th conference championship. It means a lot to us, and glad we're a part of it.
And let's talk a little bit about that too. Last year was the inaugural year of this match play format. Obviously, the GLVC coaches bringing it in to mirror what the NCAA now does, but that was a crushing defeat last year down in Paducah, Kentucky. It was 3-2 to Northern Kentucky, but it came down to the very last hole. I believe Aaron Munson was putting. They actually had to bring out the tape measures to figure out who was away, and ultimately the Greyhounds coming on the short end stick. But coming down to Otter, where certainly the Greyhounds have won before GLVC titles here, and certainly got to be thrilled with the overall team effort today. Talk a little bit about your 1 through 5s, especially number 2, Mr. Dunigan here.
Well, I do remember last year all too well, unfortunately, but you know what? I couldn't be more happy with these guys, especially the seniors, for them to get this opportunity and come through in the clutch. I mean, like I said, it was a very intense battle out there. 1 through 5, all played well, all did their part. If they were down, they fought back. If they were ahead, they stayed up. So that's what we kind of kept talking about. I think the number one thing, at least for Tobin and I coming down here, both love this place. We feel relaxed out here for some reason, and I think some of the other guys do too, and I think that played a part in it. Tobin and David are probably two. We were talking about the 2 quietest guys on our team coming down the stretch, but they just stay even-keeled and got the job done. I couldn't be more proud of this group.
Tobin, let's talk a little to you today. A round of 73. You won your number 2 man slot. You got one of the points there, but it was the deciding point at number 2. UIndy having a 2-1 advantage, and then you coming down 18, one stroke up on your opponent, and take us through that hole. I know that they're out in the fairway there. That second shot, you kind of thinking about what club to hit and how to play. All you needed essentially was to get the Greyhounds in good position. But if you tied that hole, it was the deciding factor, and that's exactly what you did. Talk a little bit about the 18th hole and then your round today.
Well, on the 18th, that was just kind of a little gamesmanship that I've learned in match play. I pulled out 3-wood because he was behind me, so I wanted him to think that I was going to hit 3-wood. I kind of knew all along that I was going to lay up, but I had like 245 to the front, and I mean I'd have to hit about a perfect 3-wood to get up there, and I figured in the circumstances of you go for the high percentage shot, not the perfect shot. So, and my round today, I played great. I think I hit it better in the morning than the afternoon, but I just kind of stumbled on the way in. And then in the afternoon, I had a lot of putts that were just a couple rolls from going in but didn't go in. And then on 15, after I lipped a putt on 14, I had it up the hill, and I just figured, you know what, why not, and just get it to the hole, and ended up catching a lip and going in. And that ended up changing the momentum of the match completely, because at that point he had been 2 up on 14T, and I won 14 and 15. So that kind of took the wind out of his sails. And then I was often going because I knew I could birdie 16, 17, and 18, but if I had to, so I was really pleased with it.
And it's an interesting format. Looking at what the Greyhounds did here, you have Missouri St. Louis that won the 54, or actually finished the 54-hole stroke play to qualify for match play by 7 strokes, and UIndy was the 3 seed coming in. And in the morning semifinal matches today, we saw UIndy have a very strong victory over Bellarmine, the 2 seed, and then Missouri St. Louis was upset by the 4 seed Lewis. Talk a little bit just about changing the format a little bit to where it, no longer is it just kind of stroke play, you're out on your own and you're not necessarily playing against the guy you're actually playing with. And I guess just share your thoughts on how much you enjoy playing both styles here at the conference championship.
Oh, well, it's fun just because it's 2 completely different mindsets, really, and it kind of challenges every aspect of your game. And you can be down and you have to come back up, or you can be up and you have to stay up, there's just a lot, and especially in the stroke play format. Like, I think I was 5 over through 6 holes to start the tournament, and then 2 under the rest of the way. Whereas in a match, I would have lost the match in the first round, but I was able to come back and be able to fight back. But in today, the format is really interesting because nobody's going to go lower than 69, basically, is the number that I put in my head. So I said, if I can stay right around 1 or 2 shots, I don't need to be overly aggressive. I need to try to make some putts and kind of force the issue if I have to, but so you just kind of got to stay right in that area where you're just within 1 or 2 shots. So if you have to put your foot on the gas coming in, that you can do it, because out here there's plenty of opportunities on the back 9 to make birdies. So.
Well, after a host of 69s and subpar rounds that we saw in the final round yesterday of stroke play, we only saw 2 red numbers today. Brian Ratterman of Bellarmine University in the semifinals, and Max Bowling going 1 under with a 71 here today in the finals. 4-1 victors over the Lewis Flyers, the UIndy Greyhounds, champions for the 14th time here in 35 years of GLVC history. Thank you for logging on to glvcsports.com.